Oh, folks, we are live. Welcome to the Chill and Chat because I'm just worn out. I'm worn out on all of the ridiculousness in this hobby, and so I just reached out to Fernando and Ethan, and I'm like, guys, just want to get on a live and just talk and hang out and not worry about all the nonsense and the normal serious market talk and all the normal chats we normally have in these live streams. So, guys, if you're looking for all that hard hitting stuff, this is probably not your stream. I made sure to not make any sort of, clickbait thumbnail, clickbait title. You should pretty know what you're getting into the stream. It literally says Pokemon chat and chill. I can't be any more descriptive. So, I don't know, man. How are you guys doing, dude? How's your Friday going?
We're doing pretty good, and I'm already at the chat. Somebody's like, where's Plumber at? Plumber's a bum. He shouldn't be here. I'm the leveled up version of Plumber.
Plumber's at Collecticon.
Plumber's at Collecticon.
Plumber's doing VIP things. He's VIP now.
He's too good for us.
We're doing good, man. Friday's good. I had the day off, work hard, play hard. So now we're just chilling, eating some grapes.
It's good to have a day off.
Yeah.
Listening to Creed.
I like how Ethan set up his little workshop to make it look like he actually does stuff.
Yeah, chat right there. If you see that box right, that's my credibility check.
Dude, you got.
I do a Pokemon.
Credibility.
That's Journey Together credibility right there.
That's so credible.
Yeah.
So listen to what he says. If he has anything about the hobby to tell you, he knows what he's talking about.
Right. Channeling my inner Brian here.
But no, I mean, what's cool about this is obviously Ethan, Fernando, we're all into Pokemon, but what's cool is Ethan's his main hobby is Yu-Gi-Oh. I would say Fernando's probably a mix at this point. I don't want to say your main hobby's Magic, but you're definitely a mix of Pokemon and Magic, right?
Man, I'm a mix of both, and I've been back in this hobby for 2 years. I think it's 2 years. So I took the approach of just adapting because it's kind of what you have to do here. I've been through a summer lull, and now I've been through this hot streak, and it's kind of you just kind of have to adapt and overcome, right? So diversification has been the best answer to that. So
yeah,
sell a little bit of Magic. There's a bunch of Magic back there, all that crap right there.
I think we need to talk about what we were talking about before stream a little bit. Is how you said, just the longer you've been in the hobby, the more relaxed you become, and the less stressed you've been about price points and releases and not being able to get this product or catching that product. And I think that's one of the biggest things people need to hear right now is so many people are wrapped up on catching these drops. I didn't catch the Costco drop. I didn't get Destined Rivals, and they're almost making it their entire identity in the hobby of if you caught a drop, you're good. If you're not, you're screwed. You're done. You have no other opportunities in this hobby. You missed the drop. And I just think people just need to bring the emotions down. It's not that serious.
People are also not valuing their time. I mean, they're spending all this time and energy trying to get all these drops, but they're spending more time trying to hunt for them than what the product is actually worth.
Yeah.
I mean, a hobby.
People spent hours in that queue, 7 hours sitting in a queue.
It's ridiculous, dude. And then the people taking days off from work, man, that's your livelihood, dude. Don't get it twisted like that. I wouldn't. It's not worth it. So I don't do that anymore. I think this set, I got lucky with Journey Together, and then I realized really quick that I probably wasn't going to get a Destined Rivals, and that was before, the limit changed. So it's
let's talk about it. Keep it going, Fernando. You're on topic. Keep going.
God. Yeah, dude. So once I figured out that I wasn't going to get any Destined Rivals, it's I anticipated this. You manage your expectations, and you just churn through it, man. There's going to be other opportunities, and I mean, there's always other opportunities, man. Hopefully they figure this thing out, this supply thing, or people get weeded out, and you'll get yours. You know what I mean? It's not the end of the world.
I mean, I have people. It's funny. I obviously I got one case from my distributor. I got a couple from Eli in Pokemon USA's program. Everything else is bought at the market. And I have people reaching out to me literally, wanting to buy cases. They're like, "Hey man, I know you got cases. Can you give me a deal?" I'm like, "Dude, I paid market price." And there's how about $1,200? Dude, I paid more than that for my cases for my streams. It's just I think everyone thinks everyone's got this inside deal, inside track. anyone who's got like an online presence or a business, they're all paying nothing. It's like, dude, no, maybe big businesses, not me. Like I'm paying more than what people are asking me for deals for. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we were discussing last night it being over $300 a box, and if people are saying it's already hitting 400, that doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, it's kind of crazy. It's really crazy, but.
So we had a Patreon live stream last night. That's where we like decided to do this. But yeah, that was one of the discussions about like, $300 a box seemed reasonable. And like now saying that in like the public space, that seems unreasonable. That's crazy. You guys are withdrawn with the hobby. It's FOMO. But $300 a box seems reasonable when Journey Together is $230 to $250.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
they wanted to see the doggy.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, okay, Ethan. So, Yu-Gi-Oh, man.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
It is a 99% players hobby.
It is.
You guys don't have all these issues going on, right?
We did during COVID. During the COVID era, we did have quite a bit of spike in terms of popularity with like older stuff or modern things as well. The game has really leveled out to, it is definitely more of a player's game than a collector's game. People do collect Yu-Gi-Oh! It's more focused on the older generations, the DM era, the GX era, 5Ds, all that fun stuff. There's still a lot of people that collect it, but first and foremost, it is a player's game. I mean, their reprint policy on products is more player focused. It's been really good. I mean, the current game right now is in a very healthy spot. We've had like biggest attendances we've seen in a long time at events. Game is really healthy, so it's been really nice actually. It's been better than a lot of years it has been. So.
That's good to hear. I mean, I have no idea if Pokemon's ever going to get back there anytime soon. I just think, especially online, I think it's better, like I said, offline than it is online. I think the online community makes it worse than it actually is, but.
Right.
I don't know, man. I think too many people love the product right now. I think they're doing a good job of making products, especially Journey Together. Like, if I was going to open a Pokemon product right now, I think Journey Together would be pretty high on the list. Like, I think it is a great set to open. Just like the cards you get with the full arts, the gold cards, the SIRs, the IRs, like, they took out a lot of the fluff with the A specs and with the ultra rare silvers. We opened, what did we open? I think we opened about another 2 cases or so last night on stream. And the average is still about 14 hits a box. Some boxes have 13. I had one box with 16. Some have 15. The average I'm getting is 14 hits, meaning an EX or better per box. I mean, that just makes for a great opening experience, especially when you look at like Chilling Reign, you get like maybe 8,
Is that comparable to Crown Zenith? Pretty comparable to Crown Zenith?
Crown Zenith. Here's the thing. Depends on what like wave you got. Like there were some Crown Zeniths that were like God packs. Basically, almost every pack had at least a Galarian Gallery or a V. It seemed like. But then there were other prints, like other like runs of Crown Zenith where it seemed more like a regular set where you got like, it was definitely above average, but it wasn't crazy. You might get like, again, 15, 16 hits out of 36 packs. So I think it depends on which run you got.
I remember there was like a dry run for a while in the pack breaks. You're like, dude, this is Crown Zenith. I think like Paldea Evolve was even like that too for a while.
Yeah.
Like,
it's the products. Like
waves.
There's a very real different of like, here's the thing. It's like maybe if you took every single product they printed, it's the same hit rates, but it just, if you just get that batch, Pokemon's terrible with batching. If you get that wrong batch, you're kind of screwed. Kind of like, okay, perfect example. I ran the bounty last night for the SIR Ceruleges. And I tried to pick an easy bounty, like an easier bounty to make sure they got given away. So I said, all right, any Crown Zenith gold card gets hit, you get the SIR Cerulege. We couldn't hit one.
Really?
But we hit like 3 Leafeon V-Stars, 3 Glaceon V-Stars. Like we hit a lot of great hits. It's just like I got the batch without the golds this time. And it's just weird how that works.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do, man?
Get mad.
That's the risk you take.
Unfortunately, man, that is the hobby. What about Magic, dude? Is this Final Fantasy thing is going to do the same thing that Pokemon's doing to us?
Bro. So like it always seems like when everybody's going right,
if Magic is more of a player's game too, why is there this madness when no one even knows what the cards are?
I guess they just trust the process, dude. That could be, but I think they just trust that they'll make it good or not. It doesn't matter. Like the audience, there's something for everybody with Magic. And if the new set sucks, dude, there's like, you think there's some neckbeards in Pokemon? There's some neckbeards in Magic who are like, oh, cowboys, this sucks. Like, I want the fairies and like the flavor of the set to be badass, you know? Like, dude, just play the game, just enjoy it. Just enjoy it for what it is. Like, Final Fantasy's cool, Fallout was cool. I saw so many people hate on Fallout because it was just like almost like an invasion of their safe space. And it's just, I don't know, man. I really don't know the answer to that question. I just buy everything because if you don't, you're gonna get caught with your pants down. You're gonna miss out, and that's exactly what happened with the Tarkir set. It was like there was a short window of opportunity to buy Tarkir. I messed up, and now 2 of those commander decks. Last I checked, there's 5 of them. One of them is 80 and one of them is 100. And you know, like the set probably goes for, I don't know, like 145. So it's like, wow.
You know what the greatest part is, and this kind of probably goes for Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic too. It's just like we spend, right, every single set that comes out, all of us content creators, we spend all this time talking about the sets, the cards, the investability. Every single live stream, if people come in, you know, what's the best thing to buy right now? I got this much money. Which one of these? Should I buy this? Should I buy that? It's like, and people just like, they work their brains to death, and they probably spend so much mental energy, so much time throughout their day worrying about all this nonsense, right? Go look at every Scarlet Violet era booster box. They're all basically the same price. Maybe SV base and Paradox and Temporal are a little less. Maybe Surging, Twilight, and Paldea are a little more. They're all basically $180 to $230 booster boxes. And it's just like, so all this mental stress you put on yourself, it literally was like all about making an extra $20 or $40. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen in this hobby. Like how serious people get about like making a decision, and that decision really, it didn't matter either way, really.
Alex, apparently your voice is a little low. My typing is pretty high.
Show them the keyboard. I want to see the keyboard. Show them.
My voice is low?
They say you're a little low, yeah.
I think your mic volume.
I got it all literally maxed out.
Yeah.
I mean, you start yelling.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, chat. Here's what we're going to talk about today.
Is this like an ASMR?
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
But no, man, it's just like, I feel like, honestly,
this is better.
Someone, and I've said this before, someone would probably be better off, like, almost not even listening to maybe listening to like videos once a week, or maybe even like a couple times a month, than the people like that hold on to every word every person says about every set and makes all of these crazy decisions based on all this crazy news and prices ups and prices and down. And, oh, what about the inventory level? Well, distributors are running out of it. Oh, Pokemon Center sold out. It's just like, dude, just buy every freaking set. You'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be all right. I don't know.
No, you're not wrong.
Like I said, man, that's why I just wanted to have this live and talk. I'm burnt, man. I'm burnt on like hearing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder how the chat feels. Like, do you guys feel our pain, or are you guys just, you're waiting to be in line? Like, what are you doing? I want to know if people are just dying to be in line. They have to get it no matter what. What's going on?
Yeah.
Some guy said that you need to learn audio mixing. You're an asshole.
Alex, you were talking about how drafts are people's identities. I bought 15 boxes of Destined Rivals for $240 each. I'm not going to sit on websites and fight for one box for hours and days. I overpaid as well. Yeah, I mean, the other thing is like Pokemon. And look, I think I even told him. I think I told him too. I'm like, dude, I wouldn't even worry about pandering to all the Timmies out there. But you know, he had a good business reason. He wanted to build an email list, and there were other reasons for him to do the MSRP thing. But it's funny how he came out and just said like, you know, everyone's mad at him because not everyone can get one. It's just like, that's the problem when you try to pander to all the Timmies out there and try to like make all of them happy. Is like, none of them are happy. No one will ever be happy. The people who got one, so, well, yeah, but he only gave one. Like they won't even appreciate it. The people who didn't get it are gonna hate you for it. And it's just like, I think people just need to like touch grass. I think touch grass is probably the best advice.
You can never appease the masses, no matter how hard you try. It's better just to do it how you want to If you want to do a release the way you want to do it, just do it. And if you want to complain, oh well, they're going to complain to people that aren't going to that are excited about it. They're not going to complain, but they're not going to say anything. I mean, just no matter what you do, you can't appease everyone.
Some guy would just.
And I mean, this is another thing people say. I mean, like my evidence is anecdotal, but I've seen vintage rising and modern dipping. Yeah, the problem is like, here's the thing with vintage, right? All the vintage stuff that's rising, people they show it because it's bigger dollars, but most all the modern stuff has all risen more percentage, and so it's like, you can show something. Alex, this card was 5,000 and now it's 10,000. It's like, dude, Paldea was 80 and now it's 230. Why didn't you put 5,000 into Paldea? You would have made more money. But no one wants to talk about that because they're just saying, well, it was only 80 and now it's 230. This is $5,000, now it's 10 grand. It's just like the margins are still better with modern. And like I said, all Scarlet Violet's up. All of it's up probably anywhere from 70% to 130%, where it's like a very select few things of vintage. You have to be a very good picker to try to pick out vintage things that did good. And so like, that's why I just don't talk about it. I don't like to talk about things that are going to put the majority of people in a bad spot. Right. And that's why I made that video showing what the charts looked like if you bought in 2021, because I truly feel, not that we're at a top or we're in a bubble, but I truly feel that a lot of these price points we're seeing, they may be kind of around this price point of some of these singles for the next 2-3 years. Like you may not see gains.
Well, and
that's
like
just my feeling.
The thing with like vintage though too is some stuff is so high that most people cannot afford it. Where it's like it skews the data because a card went from 5,000 to 10,000. Well, cool, that's fine. Most people can't afford to buy a $5,000 card. They can afford to buy an $80 box and hold on to it and flip it to a $280 box.
Not only that, an $80 box or a $90, $100 box. When I was talking about them back then, the risk was little to nothing. You know, buying a $5,000 card, you can listen to all the people and they can tell you why it's no risk. Oh, there's no way this can go lower. Look how low the pops are. Look how. Well, you can, but the reality is that card was less at one point, and we've seen many cards like that have dropped a lot. The fact of the matter is we've never seen modern boxes go lower than $70 to $80.
No.
And so it's like, you have a built-in risk level on boxes, whereas with these cards that are already 5, 7, 8 grand, buying into those, you can convince yourself you have low risk, but you don't know.
Yeah, agreed, 100%.
I'm just having fun, dude.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean,
yeah,
I've just been chilling, picking up stuff as I can. That's really about it. I haven't been really watching any of the nonsense happening online or anything. It's just
I forgot about this.
Find good deals, and that's about it. That's all you can do. Oh my god!
Everybody knows Alex loves his creed.
What'd they say?
Oh no,
people are still wondering.
I'm just engaging with the chat. A lot of people are saying, "Hey, it's not the end of the world. Like, I'm just here. We're still alive." I'm like, "Yeah, man. That's the thing."
Yeah, it's that and Worst Plumber. That's the
Worst Plumber. I already told you.
Don's got a great point too. Like, if the packs and the boxes and things are too expensive, singles can be gotten cheap, guys. Like, if you're wanting to collect the cards, hop on an eBay auction or get on TCG Player and scroll through the sets and really see how much some of the cards you actually cost, right? Just because everyone likes one card just because everyone likes the Lily's Clefairy right now and it's $300, guess what? There's probably a lot of awesome cards in Journey Together you might like too, but they're only $10 or $20. And that may, make a great binder out of it. Or you might be able to whatever it may be. It's just like, I think we go back and forth, right? Everyone goes back and forth between being mad that something's expensive because everyone wants it. And then, at the same time, they want it too. They don't want to go buy the cards other people don't want because they secretly want that card too. So
yeah, and people need to realize there's always gonna be more singles. Product keeps getting ripped, singles keep appearing on the market. That's just how it is. If you wait right now, later on there'll probably be more. And there's always gonna be more singles in the future as well.
Jay Ketchum, everyone wondering, yes, Plumber is at Collecticon. That's all I got for you.
It's okay. We're cooler than Plumber anyway. So
ask him for more info.
Yeah.
Reach out to Plumber. He loves it.
Okay. Fernando and I are much better than Plumber, so you'd rather have us anyway.
Yeah. Hey man, you guys showed up.
That's right. You didn't fail. You didn't make videos while you were streaming.
Whoa, look at
Classic
this.
karma.
Pokey Dentist, where do you live at? Just left GameStop. They had probably 100 packs of Journeys for sale. No line, nobody fighting. Place was empty.
Yeah, I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. I'm actually like 20 minutes from where Pokey and he lives. I've seen a lot of people like posting pictures about like GameStop and like other locations. It seems like there's a lot of product at all these locations. Like it's going really well. I mean, there's lines, of course, but it's nothing too crazy. So it's been nice.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we're getting to that point. Maybe there is going to be enough out there for everyone to get. Now, do you think that is going to be because they're printing more, or is it just because the set's not as sought after, lackluster, or is it because the hobby's falling off? Like, what do we think?
Man, I gotta believe that the audience is kind of, like, hey, maybe we should dial this back and not buy everything. So maybe they're starting to adjust and skip stuff. I could be fucking wrong, but
Yeah,
that's kind of how, like, I would imagine you get tired of just buying every little. You know what? That's not even a fair statement to say, because Pokey people are wild.
Yeah, so I mean, or it could be people are like they're kind of trying to focus on what they can get right now. I mean, people are we're normally getting boxes. Maybe they're just focusing on packs right now, just because how crazy everything is. I mean, it could just be a wide variety of things. But I mean, I know there was a little bit of Blooming Waters also dropped today, so and some other stuff. So there's definitely product out there.
Blooming Waters dropped again?
Yeah, I've seen some GameStop some pictures about that or posting that they have Blooming Waters for sale. So
now the question is, are they going to mark them up this time?
It wouldn't surprise me. Honestly, I think they will, but I mean.
Thomas Grace, thanks so much for the super chat, my man. Starting small online shop for singles and sealed. Any advice for acquiring stock to make profit? Thanks, guys. Ethan, you want to take it?
Main thing is just try and find deals where you can. I mean, you got to remember that there will always be more cards. There will always be more product. If you can't make a deal on one item, wait a little bit. There might be more deals on future items. I mean, depends on what your game you're going into. Pokemon right now might be a little bit harder, so you might want to, in terms of sealed, so you might want to focus on the singles, because with the amount of people that are ripping things right now, there are singles in the market. There are plays you can make with singles. If you're in other card games, you can definitely make deals for sealed and singles. It's just try not to over leverage yourself. Make sure you're not spending more than what you can. And if you're starting a business, remember, like, whatever you put into the sealed and the singles, you got to have the expectation that you might not see that money for a little bit until it sells. I mean, you might say you spend $5,000 on some singles and some sealed. It might take a month or two, potentially. Will you build up your reputation? Will you build up your account? It might take a month or two before you get that money back or see a portion of that money back. I mean, you might buy some stuff that might sit on TCG Player if you're selling on there for 5 months. I've had that before with plenty of singles that have sat there. So just make sure you stay liquid. That's the main thing.
Yeah, that's kind of to build on that is I would say, like, if you're getting into this, make sure you have like either another income or money set aside where you're not taking money out of the business. And like Ethan said, just try to recoup, what you put into that deal, right? So if you buy a deal for $1,000 and you think you can make, whatever percent profit on it, 20, 30%, you can make 12, 13. Well, make your 1,000 and let that $200-300 sit in inventory and move on to the next deal and continue to do that. And just like, you're going to continue to build inventory like that. And all of a sudden you do 2, 3, 4, 5 deals like that. Well, now you have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 of inventory that's starting to sell also slowly. So now you're going to have a bigger, kind of snowball to buy bigger deals, and everything just kind of grows. Like everything in this hobby, everything, investing in it, building a business, it's all just like long-term growth on like, little wins here and there, building them up, not taking crazy all-in risks. And like, you'll get there. Anyone can get there. All of us have done it. It's not rocket science. It's just time. And it's not even like difficult work. It's not hard work. It's just like having the mentality to, have like a long-term mindset and not like this cash cow mentality of, if I buy this today, I can flip it tomorrow and take the money and then I can go buy myself something I want. It's like, no. Then you put it back in the business and you grow and it snowballs.
Yeah, often what it is when you buy like a collection, or if you buy anything like that, your big money ticket items will be the thing that makes you your money back, and your smaller low end stuff will be your profit. I mean, that's usually what you need to focus on, is try and sell the big stuff first so you can get most of your money back and you can get that return done. And then if you need to take your time and go a little bit more slowly with the low end things, that's fine. You've already made most or all your money back at that point, so you can take your time with it. It's valuing your time also besides your money.
You got nothing, Fernando?
That was that. Yeah. Hold on. That 90 MFC, that's hilarious. I love you for it. But no, I think what you, yeah, just to add on what you guys said, I think those quick gains that everybody sees that can happen, like you plan for that, but I think most people don't realize that doesn't happen in like days, weeks. It happens in like months and like maybe even like a year or so. Like those, so tying up your money with no real plan, that's that's part of it. Sometimes that that's the downfall of all this. I mean, that's kind of something that I've experienced. Is I saw an opportunity to make money with cards and I just went all in, and then later on you realize that, oh shit, now I have all this capital tied up and I can't buy the latest and greatest stuff that maybe people actually want more than the shit that I bought. Like, I mean, you can't see it anymore, but behind me I have 16 cases of Commander decks that when they first came out, they were hot. They were red hot. So I doubled down on it. Like $1,000 $1,000 for like a case or whatever of 8. And now it's like, oh, Final Fantasy's around the corner. Marvel's around the corner. Now I'm a little bit of a pinch, and I have to evaluate my risks a little bit better to determine whether or not I can buy the stuff that I want now. So it's just like it's a continuous effort in planning, risk evaluation, and managing your finances. Just like they're saying, it's not. I don't think that it's hard. I think it's more of a mental game than anything, and you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared for the worst. While trying to have the mindset for the best.
Yeah. Liquidity is everything. I mean, if you become over leveraged or overextended to where you have no liquidity, and next thing you know, a really good play that you could have made infinitely more money on that you should be able to take than normally, but you can't because you spent too much on other things. I mean, and you're not making your money back. I mean, you now have to pass on that. I mean, there was plenty, even for Sealed for Pokemon, there's plenty of options over the years and all that were really good opportunities. But if you're too strapped, if you're too illiquid, then you might not be able to take advantage of that situation.
I mean, and Brian Pokiani says it best too, is he's just like, he puts all of his information out there and he always gets asked, stuff like, aren't you worried about you're teaching everyone to compete with you? And he's just like, no, I'm not worried about it because I know 99% of people aren't going to do it. And even if people that try to start doing it, they don't follow through. And it's very hard for people to have a longevity in a hobby like this because, the first 6 months to a year is brutal because you're not making anything. You're building your snowball. You're building your nest egg, building your inventory. You're not seeing any profits out. And it's very discouraging. And it's just like people's, their first nature to want to take the money out. And, when you do that, it's why a lot of people just never grow. And then when times are no longer like this and it's not easy anymore, that's why you see most people leave the hobby because it's no longer just, oh, I can pre-order on Pokemon Center and then flip it when it releases, It's just like, funny. Exactly. Did Jen, what's up? Thanks for the super chat. What's a good price to look out for on Destin Rivals booster box case, considering PC not selling cases anymore for long-term hold? I think 1,800 is going to be a good price.
Yeah, I think boxes will start at 3 and go up. Honestly, I'd be very surprised if I see a lot of major places not sell for under $300. Especially with what we've seen with Journey Together already. I mean, boxes are already holding its release date, but boxes are still holding at like what, 230, 220-ish for a booster box. This is the next big set of this era. I mean, I'd be very surprised if we see Destin under 300, honestly. I mean, if you can get it for under 300, I would say that could be a deal.
But I mean, like, what's the goal there? Isn't that a question you should ask? Like, is it like, hey, what's a good price to look out for? Like, I mean, it kind of depends on what you want to do. Like, do you want to rip it? Because if you're about it, the price doesn't matter, But if if you're trying to resell it or you're trying to keep the whole, 3, 4, 5 year timeline, I think you know the answer. I think most people know the answer, and that's just to. Well, see, I don't even know the answer. It's kind of living within your means, I guess. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Everybody's gonna have a difference of opinion. Just kind of go based off of what you've seen before. But
yeah,
I don't know. It's tough, but definitely ask yourself what's the end goal. Because, like I just said, you don't have a plan, man. You're gonna plan. You're playing to fail if you fail to plan.
Do not go into credit card debt or on Destined Rivals. Please do not do that. Be smart.
Speaking of an end goal, Michael has an unexpected expense came up. Collector first with no track record of selling because I don't want to. Right.
Okay.
Suggestions for moving a sizable chunk of sealed collection around 45K.
You call Alex right now. And you
can definitely reach out to me. Here's the thing. You can reach out to Ethan. You can even reach out to others. I'll tell you right now, though, I'm not paying as high as I was on sealed, but like I'll still pay a good amount. And so I think the first thing you need to do is you probably need to get a realistic expectation, right? And so, you can't be expecting 90, 95% on your collection. The other thing, you can do is decide what parts of the collection that are liquid, and maybe you want to move those yourself or sell them, through means with less fees and less costs. And then maybe the stuff that's less liquid, those are the ones you're willing to let go at lower valuations. You can definitely go through and do that for yourself. But, you can also go through a consignment service and just kind of send them everything and have them sell it for you. Like Probstein does a good job with sealed product. It's over $1,000. It's like a 5% fee. I know people that use them. They're happy with it. So, you can definitely go that route. I think those are probably your best routes, is selling to someone privately or selling to a consignment or having a consignment service sell it for you, because trying to sell all that yourself, it's going to be a longer game. And if you need the money right away, listing everything singly on eBay or TCG Player probably isn't going to be the way. So those are my suggestions.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those, it depends on what your timetable is too. If it's an unexpected expense that you need the money right now, right here, right now, like within like a week or two, then I would look at selling to someone on the market that'll buy it for 75 to 80%. I mean, it's one of those, you got to value your time. If you need it right here, right now, then yeah, you can reach out to those people, but you're getting instantaneous money, no risk associated with it. Whereas like if you actually have a little bit of time, yeah, you can send it to those consignment services that you can potentially get even more money. It just depends on what your time is. Like I said, if it's an expense that, oh, hey, I can prolong this for a month or so, that might be an option. It just depends on when you need it.
Yeah. And this is Michael. This is where it really gets like, I'll just give you like the hard truth. And this is like what collectors hate hearing, dude. The collection means something to you, right? To whoever you're selling to, it doesn't mean anything to them. Most likely they're a business, and the only thing it means to them is what their margins are going to be. And so you have to understand, right? If they're selling and they're paying fees and, they're going to make, 85%, well, they're probably going to want it for, depending on what it is, 70% up to 80%. And that's just the way it is, because they need to make money for all the effort and work they're putting in and time that they're going to let it sell out slowly. Because, they're giving you, you want a huge inflow of cash all up front. Well, they need to be paid on all the work and effort they're putting in. Just for them, they're not going to collect it, right? And so, like, that's going to be the first thing to kind of come to grips with it. But, dude, it sucks. I know. I get it. It sucks. I'm sorry you're going through that.
No matter what you do in this day and age, there's always fees involved. Always. There's no way around it. You're always going to be paying something out. If you go to consignment service, they're going to be charging you a portion of fees. If you go sell it yourself, you're going to be paying fees, but then you have to factor in potentially a tax implication at that point. There's fees no matter what associated with you do. If you need the money fast, yeah, you're going to be getting less, but you're getting instant money with no risk involved with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Floor ice cream. I love this. I love this talk. I want to talk this. Yesterday, because Ethan has distribution too. Yesterday has been the third time in 2 months that TPCI has said they're going to print more. I know that reprint is a meme sometimes, but they're going to make Evolving Skies 2.0 for SV10. I hope so. Ethan, like, what's your thoughts on all these like crazy press releases of reprints? And then, these like, I don't even know, secret backdoor, like email chain announcements of what prints are coming. And it's just like, what do you think about all this nonsense right now? Are we really going to get this big inflow of product? Is there anything coming that you know of? What's up?
So I do think eventually there will be more product. Usually, on average, it takes about 6 to 8 months for printing facilities to ramp up production. People need to factor in that Pokemon, the printing facilities they use, they also rent out time to other card games. Those card games also have to print that facility, which factors into how fast they can ramp up. For example, I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Prints at Pokemon's facilities. That's where they print a lot of their cards at. So that's how much time, considering how big a card game Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, to how it impacts their printing facilities. So yeah, they could be ramping up production, but it could take longer and more spread out just because they're not going 24/7. They have other card games that also are renting out, taking up time in those facilities as well.
Yeah,
but it's also go ahead.
No, go ahead. I know you were still going.
No, but it's also one of those you need to look at. What are they potentially going to be reprinting though too? Are they wanting to spread out the reprint throughout multiple sets? Are they wanting to specifically target one or two sets? It depends on what they're interested in doing. Like for me, I think I agree with what you said earlier, and like a week ago, in a point where I think they need to consider all previous Scarlet and Violet sets, just mark that, like all made sets, just say, hey, this is our mistake for not printing more. Just wash your hands of it. Focus on Destined Rivals, focus on Prismatic, and just add forward sets. And that's it. Because this whole, we're going to put a little bit in Paldea Evolve, we're going to put into a little bit of Surging, a little bit into Prismatic, a little bit into 151. You're taking up so much print capacity at that point. And these little tiny drops aren't doing anything. They're getting absorbed so fast where it's not really hitting the market at that point. And so if you really want to make an impact, print as much as you can. So the people that are ordering 1,000 cases of Destined Rivals, they're forced to take it, because the moment they're forced to take it, they're forced to try and sell for lower to try and make that money back quicker.
And one thing I think is always funny too is like you hear these like really like low, small brain takes online of like, well, Pokemon should just build another facility, like just build another one. It's just like, okay, so go through all of that, go find a piece of land, go, have a architect, engineer, draw up all the plans, have it all constructed. How much time does that take? Is the market even in need of a new plant when that happens? And then even if it still is, then you get all production running. Guess what? What if the demand falls off for all card games and now they have another plant that sits idle, right? Now you have to lay off all the employees that you just hired for there. Now you have this big giant piece of land, this big giant building, all this stuff that's costing you money, right? That now you have another bill associated with it and you have no money being generated out of it. It's like, guys, you can't, when you're a giant corporation that's servicing millions of people throughout the world, you can't make these like knee-jerk reaction plays that people online, they just need to do this. You can't just do that. It doesn't work that way.
Right. And one main thing too, as well, is I think people need to manage their expectations of what reprints can actually do to a market. We might see in 4 to 6 months a lot more Prismatic evolutions coming out. The thing you have to ask yourself is the market going to be so damaged, so depleted by that point that a reprint really isn't going to do much to that market? They can print so much of it, but if it's so low that stuff is already so high, I've told Alex many times, I do not ever see ETBs going under $100. I think those days are gone. Booster bundles, I don't ever see going under 60. There's just different
hot
things.
Take.
Definitely. But I think right now, like the release like to earlier today and even this week, you've seen more 151, you've seen Surging, you've seen Journey Together, but there's been no Prismatic really that has hit the market. I think it's going to take a while for them to do that, and with that time, the market's going to get so depleted, especially with how much is getting open. I mean, you opened 300 plus packs yesterday just for one person on your Rip and Ship stream. I
actually just broke down a case of Journey Together pre-stream. I'm putting 200 packs in the random packs for tomorrow for the PSA 10 slab. So that'll be another case plus whatever anyone orders. Like, so, I mean, this just is first week alone. This is like pre-release when products been a little harder to get. Like, I'm already going to be through like 10 to 12 cases and I'm just one little streamer.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
Yeah.
It makes you look at your positions a lot differently.
Did you see it?
What's up, Fernando? You've been all giggles, man. What's going on, bro?
I'm laughing at the chat. Did you see what Brett asked?
What's he doing?
I
saw Brett saying, call JG Wentworth 877 cash now.
No, he asked me if the carpet matches the drapes.
Oh my god.
If what?
Hell yeah, because that's how I roll. All me, long and curly. Oh god, yeah. I'm just having fun with the chat, man. This is kind of what. This is another good thing about this community and environment. Like whenever we're not so serious about the cards, we just mellow out and enjoy each other's company, man. Like that's kind of what hobbies are for, So I'm just enjoying the chat. I'm just happy to be here, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a nice chill time. I enjoy it.
That's why I like to talk to you guys, man. Like I gotta get out of the like seriousness of everyone. Yeah. Like everyone's at each other's throats. All the content creators are so serious lately about like whatever topics about Pokemon, the drama stuff. Everything's always the end of the world, right? Price goes up, end of the world. Price goes down, end of the world. This guy scammed this guy, and halfway across the world, end of the world, right? It's just like, guys, none of this stuff is that serious.
Well, I mean, think about it this way. Like, if you feel that way at a regular job, how do you think you'd perform? You'd fucking want to quit. Like, you'd want to get out of there. So it's just like, that's what the weekends are for. That's what your homies are for, just to kind of chill out. And with anything, I'm not saying, don't work hard so that you can't play hard, but it's like, dude, keeping your mentality intact is a serious thing. It's an important thing to do, and I think this hobby tests that all the time. It's crazy. Like people are fighting over this shit. It's cardboard, man. Like it's not that serious.
Yeah,
it's really not.
People are checking price charts every day.
Every day. I used to do that when I first got in this. I don't do that shit anymore. It's just because
it'll drive you crazy. It'll drive you actually crazy.
Unfortunately, like works against me because I'm doing like pack breaks and I'll pull a card and God forbid, I'll just penny sleeve it, right? And I'll get the chat blow up at me like, Alex, that's a $25 card. Put that in a top loader. I'm like, whoa, okay, I got it.
And you're like, but my thumb hurts. I can't get a sleeve open. Oh my god.
I'm just like, dude, I swear it's a $5 card. No. Look at it. Today it's 25. Like, oh, okay, tomorrow it's 10. I don't know. It's crazy.
Now the people are telling me my voice is low. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Dude, that Journey Together promo, that promo is jumping all over the place. So I checked it. Like last night. This morning when it was released, it was down to $20. The ends Reshiram. Then it got bought out. It was up to like $30. Then it went back to like 25. This all happened in a matter of hours. Yeah. It is. I mean, this is wild times, man. So it's like it just doesn't matter when you look, because if you looked 2 hours ago, your information's already outdated.
Look at Bug Catcher Mike's coming. Oh my gosh, dude!
I'm trying to find it. What am I looking for?
It's just the latest one.
Alex Mashir, your wife is gentle with your thumbs. What do you think we do here?
What that means? What do you guys, man?
Damn, what happens at the nostalgic?
Yeah. What happens
outside
of the office stays outside. Dang, son. I thought, you guys see Jonah Kyle in here? He was in this chat, and I'm like, dude, where you been?
It's been a while. Yeah,
it's been a while. My online dentist is in the chat. What's going on, man?
Online dentist,
dude. It's hey, you guys are already seeing it, right? You're seeing what I've been seeing the last couple of years. It's like we have our little Discord group, and it's just like you're already seeing like a lot of people just kind of go a little silent for a long period of time. And that's what I've seen in YouTube in the last 3 years. It's like I'll see people that comment on literally every video, right? And then all of a sudden they'll just stop, and you won't hear from them for like years. And it's just like, it's crazy how this hobby works like that. And I get it though. I think people just like, I think when you get too intense, like you guys said, check charts every day, check all the updates every day, I think you just get burnt, man. You need time away.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've seen Jonah Kyle. I've seen Shaka Zulu, Mark, our financial advisor.
Yeah, man. Where's Mark been? Dude, I would have loved to have Mark on here too.
Yeah, we can talk about crypto with him.
Dude.
Mark's a buster. He's never like. It's only Mark's time when Mark.
All right, let's get Mark. Let's get Mark on next one.
Yeah,
dude, we gotta get Mark on a late night one. Dude, if we get Mark on here at like 10 p.m. Dude, that live stream, we'd get like 1,000 viewers in here once Mark started talking.
Yeah, you probably could, honestly.
Dude, I love that one where we had Jesse and Mark going at it with the crypto.
Mark is probably busy with Doge.
I was like, why are mom and dad fighting? I thought they were cool. Like, what's going on? I thought because like Jesse's a good like arguer, I thought it was gonna be bad.
Adding baby mix took away from the Discord time. That's right, dude. He's got a new baby.
Yeah,
he gets a pass just like Plumber, I guess. We'll give you a pass.
No, Plumber never gets a pass.
Nah, you're right.
Hold on, if he didn't,
yeah, screw Plumber.
Yeah, screw Plumber.
I'm checking to see if he's in the. No, he's not even in there, and I sent him an invite. Dude, I sent you an invite on Discord, Dr. Kyle. That's how I know you're a real one if you accept that invite right now. What's this? Why is Daily Dose of Dana talking about her? All right, I gotta slow down. Read that. What's going on? Her ticklish. Oh, okay. And why?
I don't know.
What is happening in this chat right now?
This chat's going off the rails.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on. We got your average player talking Mia Makalova. I don't even know.
D-Gen stream, that's right.
I love
Anyway, guys.
Team Rocket Joey is a tryhard. I said it.
What?
Joffrey Tibbs. Team Rocket Joey is a tryhard.
Oh, he's that guy. Yeah, he's that guy that made the clip about me being cringe or something.
Fuck that guy.
People sent me that. They sent me the clip of him, like, I guess, making a tier list of I'm cringe.
Wait, people using you in your clips? That's crazy.
No way.
No way.
Why?
Hey, man, whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
I get
YouTube is not an easy place. If you got to do it, you got to do it.
Day 69 of asking Alex for us to see his hair. That's
just showed my hair before, dude. That's why I brought Fernando. He's got enough hair for both of us.
No, I want to see it. You've never shown me.
You got enough hair for both of us, dude.
Let me see it, or I'm leaving. I'm joking.
Dude, Ethan, what's
all right.
What's the tournament scene like? I know you like. Well, you judged Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, right?
Right. So
how's that been? Like, how's the players? Is it like crazier than ever?
It's definitely been really busy. I mean, YCS, it's called YCS or Yu-Gi-Oh Championship Series. It's kind of like our quote unquote premier events for Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, the one in Orlando back in January was the largest we have seen since the 250th YCS. So they do like specialty milestone events for like the 200th YCS or the 250th. I mean, we'll be hitting the 300th here at some point. But like attendance has been really good. We had over 2,300 players at that event. We just had a team event in Vegas that was about 1,300 players, but then there was like another 500-600 players that were in a public event on top of that. So it's been really busy. I fly out to Houston next week actually for a big Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. So yeah, I mean attendance at all events across the board, like regionals or even like large scale events, have been really good actually for Yu-Gi-Oh. The game's in a really good spot, better than what it has been.
Mark's in the chat. You heard what we were saying about him.
Mark is here. That's awesome. Thanks for the baby pass. I'll be back.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Oh dang, Mark gets the baby pass too. You're right.
He does. That's right.
Dude, why is everyone having babies? We got a hobby to run here.
Yeah.
We got babies. They all got babies, right? Mark's got babies. Brett's got babies. Jesse has like 1 or 2 babies.
Yeah.
You know what it is? They're playing the long game, because that when people say, You shouldn't have those. It's for the kids. They can be like, I have kids.
I have kids. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
For my kids.
For my kids. It's like, hey, my kid really wants that 151 Charger. You got any?
That's what I told my wife. No babies, only baby shinies.
Mom and dad are here.
Mom and dad are
Oh, this stream has lost all control.
It's awesome.
I knew it was a bad idea, just like
Yeah.
coming on with absolutely nothing to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, like we can talk about more stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, what else do you want to do for the channel and stuff? You know what I mean? Like, I keep asking you what ideas you have, and you don't have any. So maybe today.
Dude, I keep asking you when you're going to create a YouTube channel. I think someone asked you. I think someone said, "When's the Fernando channel starting?"
They're only asking because I'm the mod in your shit. So they're like, oh.
Oh yeah, guys, you're seeing. Oh, Ethan's a mod too. You guys are seeing the face of the mods. Look into the face of who banned you.
Yeah.
Who banned you? Yeah.
And then they all, and then they come
look
cry
who
to me.
unbanned you.
And then they come cry to me, and I say, "Okay, sure, I'll unban you." And then Fernando gets pissed at me, like, "Dude, look what he was saying." I'm like, "Oh, dang it! Well, everyone deserves a second chance."
Oh, Fernando, Joffrey Tibbs is asking you a question.
Fernando, sock check, fool, high or low. The higher the sock, the downer the fool. You know what I'm saying? Nah, they're low, bro. They're ankle socks. Come on. Fernando will get an OnlyFans before YouTube. You're wild. You're out there.
Can Ethan wear a paper bag? True, I do have a face for radio. You are correct on that.
That's fucked up.
Talk about how underprinting is an inside job from TPCI because they don't want to nuke the chart, unlike 2021, unlike Magic overall. Yeah, I mean, I truly believe that. Like, here, if I was running Pokemon, there's a few things that make collectibles collectible. Obviously, there has to be organic demand for the actual, game or, IP. But secondly, it's scarcity. It is why right now on TCG Player, the regular box of Journey Together is selling for more than the enhanced box with the promo. You want to know why? Because now there's perceived to be, and there probably is actually less of those out there. And people will say, but Alex, the price of the pack is lower. It has a promo, all these good things. Why is that one more? Because there are less of them. That's collectibles. Why do serialized cards, one of ones, one of tens, one of hundreds, go for so much more than the ones that aren't numbered? Why do the stamped cards go for so much more than the unstamped cards? Because everyone values scarcity in collectibles, and everyone can complain about prices, but all of these things are always going to be around scarcity.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that Pokemon is, I shouldn't say intentionally, but they're being more subconscious about how they like print more products and create more products. I do think they don't want to have a situation of like Vivid or Battle Styles where they have products sit in a warehouse taking up space in a warehouse for 4+ years. I mean, those sets sat at Pokemon's warehouses and all that. They just sat on, I'm sure, taking up pallet space for how long? I don't think they want that situation where stuff is just sitting there for so long. That could be another reason why we've seen a little bit less.
I don't know, man. I mean, I think it's the right move. I mean, literally, that's one of the things Magic the Gathering said they were going to do. They said, we are going to print less, and they've done it. And they don't print, collector boxes into the ground. And guess what? Their stuff has more value. And guess what? It's more sought after. And now, instead of having to, beg stores to take stuff, guess what? Stores are begging them for all the inventory. Now these distributors are sold out. Guess what? Everyone's happy at this point because Pokemon's happy because distributors want everything they can possibly get, right? Distributors are happy. The sales reps are happy because guess what? Every single thing they get gets sold out immediately. The stores are happy because they're actually making profit on sealed products again, so they're happy. I would say more people are happy now than are unhappy.
Yeah. And if you're worried about not getting products, I mean, as Alex has said before this, we are entering the spring and summer portion of the year. I mean, that's historically when things tend to slow down a little bit. People spend more time on vacations, outside, hopefully touching grass. interacting with other people. They're spending a little bit less time looking at the charts on their computer or doing nothing but sitting indoors all day. I mean, which we often do see a little bit more of a slowdown. So,
Ethan, just say that. Hold on. Just say that word for me.
Digital Magnemite?
What the hell is that?
Is packing down there. What are your thoughts, Ethan? It's a good card. I mean, hey, it's one of the best cards. Probably should be banned in Yu-Gi-Oh, to be honest.
Nerd, dude. Freaking nerd.
Bishul Magnemite.
Bishul Magnemite.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Alex, how are you preparing for the summer if that's kind of what's going down or that's what you foresee?
Oh, I'm probably going to hit the gym a little more. Maybe hit the tanning beds. Why? What do you do?
A couple extra rounds of golf.
How do I prepare for summer? What?
No, I mean, you're so stupid.
I'll probably get a haircut. I don't know. Maybe a new fit.
No, I mean for TCG stuff. Like, how do you think it affects you at all, or like the whole summer lull? Is it that bad?
Yeah.
You've been in this for like 10 years and stuff. I've only seen one summer.
I already mentally prepare. Like I don't get so high like everyone else is right now. Everyone else is living in the freaking clouds right now. Me, I'm just like, views may drop off on YouTube. The rip and shifts may die down a little bit. The everything just may come down. But like, how I've set up my business is, and everything I do in this hobby, I've made sure that like there's no one area that I depend on to like for my livelihood, right? That's why I've kept the YouTube going. That's why I do the rip and ships. That's why I continue to buy and sell. That's why I continue like, all the different things I do with social media, with sponsorships or whatever it may be. And so I try to make sure I have a bunch of different, revenue streams to where if one goes down, it's not, or if they all go down a little bit, it's not going to like completely kill me or nothing. So yeah, I'm just kind of mentally preparing for it could happen. And if, we're operating at 70% of what we're doing now, then I mean, it sucks, but no big deal.
Do grading turnaround times get better during the lull? Or you don't know? Or it's hard to tell?
Grading turnaround times have only been an issue one other time in the hobby, and that's COVID. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to really I don't really have an answer for that. Yeah, it's not a summer thing.
Huh.
Average player says, get a new hairline. Bro, this hairline, this is what cards has done to me. The hairline just...
This is what cards have done to me. Dude.
Cards have screwed me, man. I know my hairline's bad. Trust me. I'm well aware of it.
And these people are mean.
Dude, this is what I deal with. This is tame.
I like this ass. It's great. It's fun.
Dude, that's what we should do. We should just pull up. We should just pull up my recent video and just go through the comments.
Yeah, do that. Let's see. Yeah.
That's right. Sell everything now. Get out while you can.
Oh.
Everything's going to zero.
Get out while you can, baby.
Get out while you can.
Sell it to me for 50%.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've told you.
Take all your involvements, guys. 50%. Let's do it.
I thought about selling a lot. Just like maybe half of what I own, just in one snap.
So I made this video today. Journey Together release is at the end, right? And you can just kind of go through.
Hold on. Respectfully, I think you are underestimating the popularity. Okay, that's not a good one.
No, that's not a good one. We'll get there. Hold on. Sorry. This isn't the good one. It's the one I released the day before. That's it. This is the one. The Journey Together has a real problem. This is the good one. All right. Only investor bros want to make a problem out of easier hits. Nobody else cares to make the main point about Journey Together. Good set, good hits, good grading. Nice job, Pokemon.
All right, nerd.
God, there is something wrong. Yeah, there is something wrong about investing bros saying getting good cards is bad.
Is that what you said?
No, that's what they said. So he says the cars are more affordable, not crazy high overpriced is a bad thing. That's one reason the hobby is in the state it's in now.
Yo, Alex, real quick. I will agree with chat real quick. They're having an issue. You have light mode on your YouTube. What are you doing?
I have what?
Your YouTube and all that? The white background instead of the black background? What are you doing? It's on dark mode.
I don't even know what that is.
That's crazy.
You're banned.
You are banned.
You're banned.
What is that even? I don't even know what that is.
Chat, cancel this man right now. Cancel him.
Please cancel me. Please.
Boomer.
Dude, how many times have I told everybody that I am like the least technological sound? I know zero about technology. It's amazing that I can even make YouTube videos.
Alex's eyesight.
Dude, what about Ethan? What was the question you asked me last night? Remember, you're like, dude, so have you even got a label printer yet?
Yeah, you didn't have a thermal labeler for how long? I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
I finally got one when I hired my friend. I'm like, I should probably at least make it easier on him.
Dude, it's a game changer. Like, thermal labelers are so nice. I use mine every day.
I still think it's a little over dramatic. It probably saves a good what? I mean, even if you're shipping like 100 orders a day, it may save you like 10 minutes.
Hey,
bro, time is money. Time is money.
Time
is money, baby.
Time adds up.
Did you get a Rolo printer or what'd you get?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that
Rollers are nice?
I just got a nice one because I didn't want to deal with like having it, break or fall apart or nothing.
Is it the wired one or the wireless one?
No, everything I do is wired. I'm crazy like that.
Wired, that's fair.
I just hate lag times on wireless.
That's fair.
But printer doesn't matter, but like keyboards and mouses and stuff, like I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Bro, you don't even game.
Huh?
You don't even game. Where does that come from?
Dude, I business so hard it's a game.
Oh my god. All right. Yeah,
dude, I'm so crazy. I have 2 internets now.
For real?
I have one internet just for my stream, and then the other internet's for the rest of the house.
Huh?
You're wild, dude. This is draining. This is mentally draining.
Mentally draining.
Mentally draining. You are frustrating me.
This is worse than dealing with the Pokemon players.
Oh my god.
He has 2 internets. It still has light mode on.
It still has light mode on.
Dude, to this day, I don't even. What is light mode?
I can tell. Hold on. What's this big ass comment? I can tell that Fernando likes godlike productions and trusts that people from Canada on there more than Australia, which is a mistake. Even though.
What is happening,
bro? If you're in the chat, like if you type that shit in the chat in the Discord, I would have banned your ass just because. I would have said, you know what?
What is it? Dude, let me in. Let me in on what's going on.
It sounds like a bot. I'm still reading that, like trying to make sense of it. Like that people from Canada on there. Fernando didn't go to school.
I don't know, man. I just work here.
I just work here.
What is that? Read the next one.
What?
Fernie. Respectfully, Fernie. That throws me.
I'm not reading it. You read it. You're the one talking about it.
Respectfully, Fernie. I think you sound too much like Ernesto, and you guys need to figure out why you talk the way you do to females because you act single when you are apparently married to an obsession.
Oh my god.
What do you mean?
Oh.
Hold on. She apologized.
Where?
Right here on screen.
However, I forgive you for dissing me because I'm a. Oh my
there you go. All's well that ends well, dude.
Alex, please buy Fernando a new mic.
Oh, now your mic's bad.
Oh yeah.
Dude, what?
Well,
okay.
I'm running from the camera. All right. I'm running.
Is it just the I have people tell me all the time that like they're in other streams, not Pokemon streams, and they never hear the amount of mic or camera or any of the quality issues that people complain about. I swear, dude, people in this hobby are like laser focused on all of these little things.
But I am going to say that I did schedule this a little earlier so that Alex could tell me if my mic sucked. So if it does suck, it's his fault.
That's my problem. I don't get it.
At the end of the day, it's Alex's fault.
It is Alex's fault.
It's definitely my fault because I don't get it.
That is,
dude. I literally,
bro, you just don't get it. You don't,
dude. I freaking listen. I have played videos for my friend. I've played videos. Literally, I was out with a buddy. I literally walked up to a random person at a store, and I go, hey, how's this sound? I literally played in one of my YouTube videos on my phone. They're just like, good. And they look at me. I'm just like, okay, cool. Because I'm like, why is everyone telling me the quality of the mic is so bad? I'm just like, everyone I asked says it sounds fine.
Alex, bring up Pokemon.
It's almost like they're literally trying to like get in my head, and that's why I've given up and I don't change anything anymore because I think everyone is literally just like effing with me.
Alex, bring up Pokemon Finance guys. News comment.
I'm not looking for comments to ban. I'm entertained.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
your streams have made me realize 80% of people can't successfully place an online order.
Oh man, are you still doing the thing where like they have to say they want their bulk ahead of time?
Dude, no, don't even talk. I can't even talk about it. It's so stupid.
Yeah, they're like, all right, like if you want your bulk, tell me ahead of time.
Dude, oh my god. All right.
Charge back.
All right. We're gonna see if anyone out there actually thinks you cannot. This is the site. Here's the site. What is the first thing you notice? This big black thing, hits only, will be shipped unless bulk is requested in the notes section order screen.
Okay, to be fair, I didn't immediately notice that.
Alex, you also have to. You're
right.
also
Well,
insinuating that people know how to read.
Hold on. It's right here too. Okay, it's right there in there. But here we'll take it even better, right? Even better if you go to the cart. Oh, great! Now my website's not working for me. That's cool.
Oh dang.
Hey, Alex, real quick. Why isn't your website in dark? Why don't you have dark mode enabled?
I don't know. I don't have the dark mode. All right. Then you go to cart. Look. At very top. Do you want bulk? Type bulk in the notes section right here. Notes. Type bulk here. Type it. That's all you have to do.
Again, Alex, you're insinuating that people know how to read.
Oh, why? Like it's crazy, dude. I don't know.
If you're not holding their hand the entire way, they're gonna fuck up somewhere. We all know this.
Bro, I don't even read the cards I collect.
Exactly.
Obviously, a Japanese collector.
Just disputed. I'm trying to follow the chat.
Chat is going great right now.
I'm getting tired of being called out. This is why I wouldn't start a channel. I'd get so much heat for just stupid shit, and I let that shit get to me.
Come on,
you're
guys.
Just like, it's okay. Everybody hates me. It's fine. I'm used to it. I'm not.
Dude,
I'm not.
Plumber's the funniest with it.
What do you
Plumber,
mean?
like, you go to his video, and it's like, because his videos are so, like, I would say softer. Like, he doesn't really make, like, too many hot takes. Like, and so his comment section is, like, 99% all, like, love, right? He'll pick out the one idiot that says something stupid and freak out over it. I'm like, dude, here, if you feel bad, just go to my video and just read my comment section. You'll instantly feel better about life. Dude, he did it. He's like, dude, I don't understand like how you put up with that every day. I'm like, dude, it's just YouTube.
Fernando, you need to make an entire YouTube channel where you do nothing but react to Alex's comments and the comments.
I've told him about that.
Just do nothing but like a reaction channel, and that's all you do is just react and just go.
I told him about it.
I gave you my blessing, dude. Just make a hate channel. Just like do nothing but hate on Nostalgianomics.
But then, like, what if I slowly start to hate you? Like, what if I start believing what I'm saying, and I'm like, dude, yeah.
You'll have a great origin story. Like I started out, I was a mod for him. What's
the phrase?
All the people I started banning, they started making sense, and then I started my own Discord, and I
bought his merch, and then he started not making sense.
Dude, you put a big red X through that.
What's the phrase? You live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
That's
yes.
Right.
Fernando's about to hit his villain arc here.
I am. Be like, and that'd be funny, man.
Well,
do people ever reach out to you before they're about to like? I mean, I don't know why they would, but after the fact, if they use you in a thumbnail, has anybody ever asked you for thumbnail permission?
Yeah. Yes. but it's always like the small, like the smaller YouTubers, and they're always like super like respectful. And even like I've watched some of the videos, and they're like really, decent takes. Like they disagree about stuff, but it's like, it's not like an opossum bud video, right?
Thank you, Pokemon Finance Guy, for that. That's exactly what I mean.
Wait,
Ethan, do you have a YouTube channel? I do not have a YouTube channel.
Not yet.
Oh.
You can see yourself doing it?
I have a face for radio. I don't have a face for YouTube.
What are you talking about? You're a handsome man. Look at him. A smile goes a long way. All these people are just jerks.
Just do the faceless YouTube channel. Ethan, hear me out.
It's like
do a faceless YouTube and just like scroll through charts and talk about like stuff that no one else knows. Like, okay, guys, I got information from high ups at Pokemon that we're gonna do 1,000 reprints.
Or just
I think it'll work.
That'd be fun. Just show your lips.
But I mean, I stay more behind the scenes, so yeah, I'll let you be the face of everything. I'll just supply the info.
I'm the punching bag of everything. You know what? Here, you know what's really crazy though? It is funny how like no one gets bored of it.
You use a voice changer, Ethan.
Like a punching me?
Like it's like even their audiences. Like, how do all these people like audiences not get bored? Like, okay, yeah, we know Nomix is a scumbag. We don't need to hear it a million times. Like, we got it. It's just like, how many times could they come at me for the same stuff and people still care?
I mean, bro, it's kind of how I always enter the chat and I say some stupid Creed line. It's the same shit. Either I say some stupid Creed line or I make fun of the Band-Aid that's on your finger. Or it's just like, there's satisfaction.
We got to keep the story going. Hold on. He didn't burn down the Library of Alexandria. He's not responsible for your obsession with deleting history. He's just trying to be the man in a Christian world of Gentiles hating Jews, and he proved dragons.
What the fuck is going on with this guy?
What do you mean? What's going on with you?
Is he talking about me?
What?
Is he talking about me?
Don't act like you don't know.
Oh my god. No way.
Me and Ethan clearly know what's going on here. You're the only one out of the loop.
You gotta let me know because I don't fucking know what's going on with that guy. I think he's like in Chat GPT just trying to make it like GPT. Bro. Fernando's a million times better than any nice pool that had okay. I see what you're doing. Fernando is a million times better than any nice pool that ever existed. So I don't think he's cool. It's more about graduating to another level of thinking.
Dude. You have kind of ascended to a new level of thinking. I
have. I'm now a big thinker. I'm gonna take over the world.
You should make a YouTube. You should be like a guru, dude.
Of what?
Just of life.
That's dumb.
Life advice, Fernando.
I am the wrong person to figure that. Like, dude,
just telling people to touch grass.
Life is hard, man. Like, life is a game. And for all the parents who are watching us right now, like, I salute you so hard because that job sounds like one of the hardest in the world. And to keep doing this shit, like the whole, TCG space stuff, holy fuck, dude. Taking care of yourself and somebody else, that is wild.
Do you remember when our parents told us that being an adult would be fun?
No. They just said, hey, you'll get it when you're older or whatever. I'm like,
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm having fun.
Oh, yeah, I don't want it now.
I'm having fun, dude. I love everything right now.
Guru for everything but hairlines.
But hairlines? Maybe he was making fun of my hairline.
It could be, even though my hairline's just as bad. Probably.
Making fun of Fernando? Dude, come on. You're like...
My hairline's atrocious. I mean...
Freaking Fernando's doing ads for Head and Shoulders.
I mean, man. Here, look. See, you could land... This is a runway right here. You could land an
airplane. A runway?
This is like Air Force One territory, this much space. Like, come on.
I mean, dude... I'm 34. I'll be 34 this year. So I mean, I'm quickly realizing.
What are you doing here then? This is a kid's game.
Yeah. Crazy. All of us are in our 30s.
Dude, you're stealing cars from the children.
I'm not stealing anything. I can't even get anything for myself. Come on, man.
Well, good. The children got it then before
That's
you.
ridiculous. That's
Yeah.
Alex has no hairline because he always has a hat.
That's exactly right.
How often do you get your haircut?
Well, when I was like in my sales job, it was like every month, every 3 weeks.
Damn,
Now it's like never.
Let me see it.
Nah, I'm good.
Why do you like that?
Dude, maybe one day I'll shower and actually make it look decent.
Alex, you should just grow out the hair and just show up to a stream and literally
What?
talks like Fernando.
What does that mean? Goons? I just know Fernando goons for hours before. Is it what I think it means? For hours.
I know the guy you're talking about. He's like local. He's like within like an hour or two of me. He's local to like Des Moines area for like Yu-Gi-Oh and all that. I know Sam.
Oh, you know him?
Yeah, I know him. I didn't know he watches the channel, but yeah, I know him.
What is it? What is goons?
You ever thought you wasted your money? Just think about Alex cutting his hair every month. Oh man, so out of hand, so out of control. All right, Fernando. So what are you buying right now? What does somebody buy that can't find anything?
What are you talking about? Pokemon or Magic?
Well, you're such a perfect person to ask because you don't have distribution. Like, you know, I always get accused of now that I get like I by the way, guys, I just got my distribution box in. I had 1 case of booster boxes. I got two single ETBs and 3 bundles, baby. That was my allocation. So, but no, man. So like, you know, just a regular hobbyist looking to either buy some stuff to collect, sell, flip, invest. What are you doing?
Well, I think it's not fair if I don't say that I have distribution access with Eli, because that's kind of a deal. You know what I mean?
Well, you pay for a program, but
I am in Eli's distribution program that helps me get products, but just like everybody else, when allocations are like slim pickings, like you're not going to get all the shit that you want because you're not putting hundreds of thousands of dollars into this program to generate spend, and you're probably not going to get what you want. So, this is a good one. So yes, like if you can manage the PC ETB route or just anything on the PC, that's always going to be good, whether you get it or not. I think you should try. Secret Lair for me, except this last one, I got shafted on because I think it was a network issue on their end. But Magic Secret Lair for me has always been pretty cool. But the timeline the timeline for selling those things can be kind of a hit or a miss. I follow these one guys that say the timeline for maturity is about 10 to 16 months. So if you buy a Secret Lair, just anticipate that you're going to hold it for a while because it's more of a collector's limited product. And then Magic is kind of volatile with pricing because cards can get reprinted and it's the same cards. And now they're in this format. Now they're banned or whatever. So that's some things that I'm buying. And then the other thing is, this is a good one. So the Magazine Exchange has public information. And if the page says that some things are in stock or some things are coming to stock or they're last call or they're limited, I use that to my advantage in determining what I should buy. It kind of goes back to the supply, demand, scarcity, whatever. If I see that things are limited, I'm thinking like, you know what, there's not going to be too many of those. Maybe I should buy some of that because it's going to appreciate sooner rather than later. Bloomborough was a good example. Lost Caverns of Exelon was a good example. You can kind of see what's available on that distribution page, which again is completely public, and then go from there. So the last thing that I buy, if I were to buy something right now, I'd probably be saving money for Final Fantasy. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't put a pre-order in at Amazon, unless you want that shit day one and you're so excited to play it. I'm not doing any pre-orders. I think they're gonna print that set into the ground. I think they talked about printing it for like the next 2-3 years or something, or like at least a rotational period. I don't see a situation where they don't print a shit ton of that stuff. Like and this is something that I hadn't experienced, but so I keep up with every set. They announced Final Fantasy before they announced Tarkir, which is weird. They announced a later set before the set that precedes it. And so if they're putting that much stock into the marketing or whatever, like, not that shit doesn't already market itself, like, it seems like a big deal. So I'm buying Final Fantasy when it comes out. No, not when it comes out, but I'm saying there's going to be time to buy it if you want it. And I think that set's going to do extremely well. Maybe even at the gate. Like, sometimes commander decks, they just run up just like, hot Pokemon sets. They just run up immediately because it's just so well received. I think Magic's going to do that with Final Fantasy. So that's what I'm trying to buy. Pokemon, I mean, I'm going to get my case of Destined Rivals at release. That one case, because yeah, man, like we were talking about, just managing your finances and not putting all your eggs in one basket, and just evaluating all your risk. Like, if you don't get it, it's fine. Like, I have plenty of other older stuff that I could sell off if I wanted to. I think that's the important part of building up your little nest egg. Like, me and you have talked about it so many times, building up that nest egg, building up that snowball, putting time into this hobby. Like, I've been in here 2 years and I feel like it's still not enough. But for somebody who has spent maybe 3, 4, 5 years just staying true to the course, they now have stuff that they're like, I didn't get any Destined Rivals, but if I want to sell some shit, if I want to see some profits, I can sell a couple boxes of Lost Origin right now at $400. 2 years ago we paid what, like 95 with Eli?
Yep.
That's kind of how this shit lies out. And once you understand that, I feel like you don't need to spend too much time analyzing every little detail. It sounds so cliche, like when Pokemon investor people or people in the hobby say that there's always going to be plays. You just got to wait for the next one. Be patient. Don't FOMO. All these things that you hear. I mean, it's kind of true. Like, just don't. It's going to be fine. It'll work itself out. Don't put yourself in a bind. I mean, and don't let that cloud your judgment either. Like, it's going to work out.
We got to talk about this.
What is this?
Journey Together hit rates are out.
Ooh.
It looks like they are saying that it is about the same as Surging Sparks. So Surging Sparks, 1 out of 87. These SIRs are 1 out of 86. Illustration rares are actually easier to hit, 1 out of 12 instead of 1 out of 13. And we've got the full arts are 1 out of 15, just like before. And so here's the thing, though. This is what I really wanted to, I was trying to get across in my videos, is the specific one, right? Specific SIR, because the set's so small, specific IR, specific full art. Look how different it is. Surging Sparks is 1 out of 960. IR, 1 out of 300. Full art, 1 out of 312. Look at this. 1 out of 512, 1 out of 129, 1 out of 168. This is why I think the singles are going to have a hard time holding value, is because they're just going to be too easy to hit.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. Here's one thing I think we could see. Again, I think these trainer full arts, I think they're actually really cool. They're probably some of the coolest full arts I've seen. And also these trainer golds. I'm anxious to see if any of these cards are actually going to hold value and be some of the main hits. And they might actually be worth a lot more than a lot of these illustration rares. Because as you can see, even the ultra rare full arts are harder to hit than these, both in any and specific. And then obviously the gold rares are the hardest cards to hit. They're the hardest cards to hit in the set, like technically, although specifically they're not, because there's less of them, but like per gold card, it's actually pretty hard to hit them. And so it'll be interesting to see if any of that matters, if people like actually gravitate towards those trainer cards and they actually make a full art or a gold card actually valuable. And maybe the set won't be all about the SIRs and IRs. We'll see.
I mean, I think that's a good strategy on their part, because for the longest time, like, hyper rares were the rarest, but nobody cared about them. Mm-hmm. So I think this is finally an opportunity for people to bring or for the company to bring value to those cards, because they do look nice. Like yesterday when we got off our call, or when we were on our call in the Patreon Live, I started looking through the gym heroes and the gym challenge cards, and man, they look so good, and they made me feel so good. And so like seeing that again, that's pretty cool, man. I do like the way those gold cards look, and just the full art trainers now too. They look pretty sweet. I don't keep up with the game or anything, or why they have that Pokemon, but they look cool. The art just hits different these days, man, than when we were growing up. It's just like, I have an appreciation for that vintage look, but like some of the artwork is just like that Articuno. I think that's really cool, man. I think some of these cards look amazing. So if anything else, appreciate it for the modern art. You know what I mean? Like it's cool.
I just seen that.
The live was better when Fernando was eating grapes. I agree.
I ran out of grapes, man.
If you guys come to the Patreon lives, he actually has his fiance there just like feeding him the grapes.
Dude, she fed me like half of that cake and then like a little icy, and she was just like, "Hey, you want more?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, like let me have that." Like let's do it. Yeah, it was awesome. Fernando eating the grapes slowly. Anybody miss the rainbow rares? I was never a fan of those, to be honest. I thought they were a little corny. There wasn't enough like zhuzh. You know what I mean?
I mean, I started going all in on them because that's why I made that video.
Oh, so you're thinking there's going to be a
no, it's just that's what everyone told me is like, you know, oh, you're making this because you already got a big supply of them and now you're trying to pump them. No, I mean, they're different. I mean, I liked them like right when they first came out. I liked the upper level of rarity, and then they really just kind of got boring because they were every set and it just got kind of boring. Now, like, I'm mixed. Like, some of them are cool. Like, I really, honestly, my favorite ones are the Cosmic Eclipse. What is it like I'll pull them up. Like some of the Cosmic Eclipse ones, I actually do like because the rainbow pattern's a little different. But yeah, overall, it's just, you know, if you have like a binder page full of rainbows, they all kind of look the same.
Wait, you're talking about Cosmic Eclipse? I didn't know Plumber was in here.
Didn't know Plumber was in here, right? Hold on. All right, got it right here. So these are beautiful ones. The Reshiram Zekrom GX, and then also that Sogalal Lunala. Like those cards actually do pop in person because they have a lot more of the rainbow like color to them than some of the other ones. Like, you know, to the Charizard, it's more like a basic one. But yeah, I mean, you know, I'll say this: they're better than some of the stuff we've been getting. Yeah. They're better than the silver ultra rares. I still like them better than the rainbow border like cards they're making. Like I don't know. I think Pokemon's struggling to find that next thing, to be honest with you.
What are those? The silver? I've heard you say that multiple times. I don't know the silver ultra rare ones. Like
what do you mean?
Like no, really? Like show me an example of what that is. Yeah, bro.
Really?
Yeah. When you see so many cards, you're just like, fuck.
They all blur together.
They're all in a binder in my head. Like
a binder in my head. I love it.
A binder in my head.
All right, let's find one. Now that I say it, okay, here it is. These things.
Oh yeah, those suck.
Yeah, like they're all silver. And then like surging, you know, this is like their next this was like their next try at the rainbows. Where's Pikachu at? Like I'm not a super big fan of these ones either. They're just like the silver with the rainbow on them.
Yeah, I don't like those.
And so I think, and again, and just judging by now we're at SV9 and Pokemon still hasn't created a new form of rarity. It tells me I think they're struggling to figure out what that's going to be. I mean, it's still just SIRs and IRs. I mean, at Sun and Moon during this time, we were introduced tag teams. In XY, we were given megas. And, you know, here we're given, you know, Sword and Shield. It was all about the alt arts. Now it's just like, oh, we've been doing SIRs since SV base, and we're still going to do SIRs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but do you think they need? I mean, now I'm trying to think of like how many different.
They definitely need a higher level of rare, especially with Journey Together. Like, dude, you can't have like 5 SIRs and only 1 out of 518 packs, meaning you're going to pull every card in the set like very quickly. Like, you need more of a chase.
So you're talking about, okay. So you're talking about having an overall higher rarity for those like any like a little bit short from serialized, I guess. Like serialized, yeah. Like the gold,
like you know, maybe like I don't know, a case hit.
I'm trying to think of like what Magic does. I don't think Magic cares. Other than
like if you had like a 1 in 216 packs, and like you had maybe like 5 of them. A specific one was like 1 out of 1,000 something packs, like alt arts are. I think that's probably a good rarity to put in there. To where it's not like something people are going to like say it's too hard to hit, but it's something to where it's like, okay, it's better than, you know, an SIR.
if Pokemon had serialized cards, it'd be over. The scalpers would never leave.
It'd be interesting to see like how like people that keep products sealed, like how that would affect the like the amount of serialized cards entering the market though too.
Yeah, it's kind of like when the ring. Everybody was chasing that one ring in Lord of the Rings, and then like as soon as like, oh, they found it, like it all it just
came back though.
Yeah. But what do you think stopping them from doing serialized cards right now?
I guess they don't need to. It's kind of like keeping in that ace up their sleeve if they need it.
Yeah. Basically, if it's needed.
Well, here's the other thing. Here's what people don't get. Like, okay, the whole if Pokemon had serialized cards, it'd be over. The scalpers would never leave. So the problem is let's just say they were serialized. Everyone knew it. The box came out, $500. Where does it go from there? Like, okay, it's not getting reprinted. They're serialized cards. They can't reprint the set. It's all going to be all the value is going to be put in right at release. Whatever people valued at release is just going to happen. Maybe it's an $800 box at release, but like, where does it go from there? Does it just sit there? Does it keep going up? Does it come down into more or pulled? Like that's what I'm always wondering. It's just like, I feel like most of the value of those products are probably put in at release. Here, perfect example, Celebrations. The UPC is still not worth more. I believe it's not. Maybe it ran up recently. It's still not worth more than what it was worth a couple months after release. It ran up to $400 almost immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're 3 years later, 4 years later, and the UPCs are still around the same price.
Yeah.
Looking it up right now. Okay. The UPCs are $450. So it's barely more than what it was literally 3 years ago when it peaked. So I think that's kind of what happens. A lot of the value just gets baked in immediately, and you don't have to wait for the first 2-3 years for things to rise. It's just kind of there.
I like what James is saying about the last card. Yeah, it'll probably keep going up the more they get pulled, then dip once all of them have been pulled. But then he's talking about the last one, like once you know 499 out of 500 have been pulled. Would you think
would that ever happen?
When?
No, I don't know. I don't think that would ever happen.
I wonder if it's
out of all the people that keep sealed product, I don't think you'd ever pull them all.
Agreed 100%.
I mean, just Rudy alone. Rudy would probably have at least a few in his cases.
Right. I know Alex, how much of a whale he is. He'd probably have a few in his stockpile too.
That's the funny part. I've said so many times, I'm like the least whale of like most of these people in this hobby, and people like think I have something to do with it.
Dude, you got 27.2 subscribers, dude. That number's growing.
27.2. Who's the 0.2? Oh, you mean like 27,000? I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah, dude.
0.2 like a child.
Yeah.
Why are they cooking you on Twitter? I don't understand the hate. Oh, dude, you're being cooked on Twitter? What?
Who said that?
Edwin,
Who?
I want to see that.
Edwin Figueroa.
And respectfully, it's called X.
What am I getting cooked for?
I don't know.
No, that's why I'm asking. I'm asking him. What am I getting cooked for?
Alex on the slow bus today.
Hey, yo.
Jesus Christ.
What did I say when I started? I said, I'm so burnt. I'm cooked right now. I'm just like, dude, I just want to get some buddies and talk Pokemon. I don't have it in me today.
See, this is a nice little chill stream. I don't mind this at all. This is great.
I don't have it in me to get real serious today, man.
I mean, do you only do it? I mean, I guess you only do it every day for the algorithm. Like, are you able to see what happens if you like take a week off?
Dude. Plumber. I open packs with Cool Trainer Ryan.
Wow.
Oh, damn. CTR is more important than us. I'm sad.
I want to know what the chat has to say about that. Right.
Chat, go ahead. Chat, how do you feel about Plumber betraying us? He's the ultimate anime villain.
Dude, I think he's... man, I don't know. Never mind. That is all.
Full
That's it.
Wario.
That's it, dude. That's it.
Plumber is now dead to me, unsubbed.
Dude, this right here is the end of the Collector Investor podcast.
He went straight to Hollywood.
Wow. Wow.
Dude, he just loves him more than he loves you. You
Dude.
think he was in his ear or what?
What?
You think he was in his ear or what?
I don't know what, dude.
Yeah. That means Friday chats are now with the Discord bros.
Oh my God. It's okay, Alex. We appreciate you and natural receding
Dude.
hairline.
Dude, that's next level there, man.
Ah. Is that nostalgia OPS or something? What is that? I don't know. That's, well, I mean, what if he's just having fun? You know, like he's said that he's open and chilling with everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, plumber harder to get a hold of than a lubed up garment. Ryan did need some free plumbing work. Oh, I kind of feel it though, because I think it was over the moment CTR signed Plunger. Just saying. That was the thing.
Apparently.
I just want cheaper packs.
I just want cheaper packs.
He's
Yeah,
thinking,
please
oh,
get
man.
Let me go back to cheaper
Yeah.
products, please.
Let's see that. Let me see that thumbnail again. Let me see. I want to see how much fun he's having with him and not you, and that will help me determine how angry I am. Oh, I'm so pissed. Oh God. Nah, he's chilling.
The chat just out of there. True.
Can we watch together? Oh, is this gonna turn into a watching stream?
Oh my God.
You think I'm gonna give him a view on that video?
All right, I'll watch it and we'll share it on my screen.
Somebody call an electrician now. The plumber is out.
This is DEFCON level drama. Oh yes, let's watch it.
Oh my God.
Not watching. I'm not giving either one of them screen time.
Ah.
Oh well, it's the end of it. It's the end of an era. The Collector Investor podcast was good in its time, in its heyday.
This is the CIS podcast now.
All good things must
for
come to an
investor
end.
shill.
We know that.
This now belongs. Fridays now belong to the Guppy gang.
That's right.
Right.
This is Team Guppy right here.
Well,
The
we
Guppy
play
gang.
Creed all day long. This saves me a view from him now. Think about it.
It's Guppy Fernando and Guppy Ethan.
Guppy.
Next to Whale
Guppy Nando.
Alex.
We gotta get Jesse. We'll get Jesse and Mark on next time. Let them go at it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We'll have a bunch of Bitcoin topics.
I just want to leave the chat with an important message. Are we done?
Oh, they're mad at Alex on X for his Journey Together Has a Real Problem video. Oh, cool.
What?
I was wondering why the dislike ratio was really low on that one. The views were good though. It's all I really care about. But it's good. It makes sense though. They sent the Twitter bots at me again.
You need to get Pokey Any again.
I don't
definitely could do that.
Yeah.
Just work harder, bruh. That's fine.
Bruh.
Just gotta keep grinding.
That's
Bruh.
fine.
Bruh.
Just gotta keep grinding. That's all it is.
Oh God. Why does that leave a bad taste in my mouth? I don't even know the guy. I wanted to meet the guy for the longest time. I thought we'd be vibing cool, but he likes weird shit. So maybe not. He's into that. He's into them weird boys. God. Plumber was my hero.
Ditch that zero and get a shillionaire hero.
Do it.
Remember, this is the CIS podcast, the Scalper Investor Shill podcast. We're all scalpers here.
That's what we're renaming it. The Friday podcast is gonna be renamed the CIS podcast.
Where everybody shows up on time.
That's what we're doing.
You know, I push down kids at Walmart just to get those packs. You know? It's the main thing that matters. I'm here for the packs, and that's it. You have product, you are a scalper. Darn right, Pokemon finance guy. Capitalism. Survival of the fittest.
Look at that box of product he has. That whole ass box of product that he has on that desk.
Pokemon Finance Guy. That right there. That's my credibility check. That's how you know I'm serious into this. Right there.
Oh, check this comment. Damn, reminded me of one of the times. Reminded me of that one time when I caught my ex cheating on me at the movie. Hold me now. That's what you need, brother. You need somebody to hold you now.
Hold me now.
Dude.
Shit.
I got nothing. I got nothing to say. If people are wanting to take, I got nothing. I'm finding out just like all you guys are.
Oh, is this breaking news?
Ethan, I'm glad I'm not the only one who goes to Target drops just to push the kids and not get Pokemon cards. True.
The guy he told you not to worry about. Oh, that's a good one.
The guy he told you.
I'm on Nomix's side all the way. Look, like I don't care too much for the drama. I don't like the vibes that CTR puts out. I think it's very it's I don't know, man. It's different than like Opossum Bud. Like Opossum Bud, for all his antics and shit, I don't think he's a dumbass. I think he can hold his own in a conversation, and he has his opinions and everything like that. And I think he plays into the whole character that he's doing.
It's a persona.
For sure, right? And that's kind of why, like, I can't hate Opossum Bud for it. I won't support his shit, but I can't hate him for it. But like CTR, man, I can't, dude. I can't get into it. And not that it matters, but that, this is just my opinion. He just puts off a bad vibe. Like, there's just something there that you kind of see and you're just like, I don't like that. I don't trust that. I don't like it doesn't appear genuine to me. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Everybody's entitled. And then the plumber has a customer service voice in his videos, so that kind of gave me some weird vibes too.
What's a customer service voice?
Well, it's like if I'm bullshitting with you right now and somebody calls me and it's just like, oh yeah, hello? Who do you want to speak with? Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like that. You change the whole tone. You're a different person over the phone. Yeah, he has the customer service voice.
The customer service. I love it.
Yeah, man. CTR has a toxic stream. Yeah, I mean, dude, I was in that one stream. I rewatched the stream where they were rating your shit, and like he's the captain of the shit show.
Yeah,
and he knows that, and he's like, "Oh, don't harass him, guys. Don't do that, or we won't do this again." I'm like, "You're sending him his way. What are you talking about? You're trolling him. That's kind of harassing him, Same shit."
Yeah. Edgar Garcia has a question for us, Alex.
Cool.
If you have any questions at all, chat, please put them in there. We're always happy.
You sell some position on a certain set. Can you to open up capital? What would you do? Prismatic Journey, 151 Lost Origin.
Oof.
Those are my choices.
If I had to sell some of your position, I think out of all those, 151 is like the safest. Like, don't touch 151.
151 and Lost are the safest, honestly, right now.
Yeah.
I would say Journey.
Yeah,
I would say Journey.
I don't see Prismatic really going down a ton, even if they pump out more product. I think it's open so fast at this point. I would say Journey, honestly. Yeah. I would keep some Journey because who knows if those box toppers are going to be for every future reprint.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? So I would definitely keep some, but definitely Journey.
And I also just think like Prismatic being like a half set, like a 0.5 or whatever, that's just kind of some mental like, oh, it's a specialty set, so maybe there's more intrinsic value with that. Yeah. So I would say
the set will do really well. I mean, it has one of the most value. It has some like the highest value of any set right now in Scarlet and Violet, Alex. It's like over $5,000.
I just want Journey together.
Prismatic. My apologies.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the highest value card.
Yeah.
Ooh, Nostalgia has a good question.
How do you view PCTBs as an investment? A 3x profit off the rip is hard to pass up, especially when it frees up the capital. Yeah, I mean, man, that is rough.
I'm selling them. I'll help you. I'm selling them. I'm consigning them right now with a buddy.
Who's that? Who's that guy?
You can
gives
say.
me a great deal. I help him out, and he sells it. He pre-sells them for me, and it is hard to pass up. A 3-time profit off. You spend $35 or $65 to make maybe $330, bro. Do it. Just do it. If you can get 2, save 1 and just do it. Zero cost basis is so hard to pass up. I have so many PCETBs now that I'm just like, wow, I hated myself when I bought them, but now they look like a pretty solid deal.
Yeah.
So sell them.
The thing about PCETBs is it's a very, I would say, almost kind of like a niche thing. Like the stamp promo is cool, but it's also one of those. The higher it goes up, the less people are willingly able to afford it or even willing to put money into buying it. So the market gets a lot narrower as you go up, especially with, like I said, being more of a niche thing. I mean, some of them could do well. Like I said, I think like things maybe like the 151 or even maybe Obsidian Flames, just because it's like the nostalgia, just like Snorlax, Charmander. Those are good options. So some of them could do well, but some of them I think are gonna either fall or go sideways for pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still a fan of booster boxes. I just think it's one of those things. Like it's like a flavor of the week type thing where all those any PCTBs going to the moon right now, and so you look like a genius, and then it's the obvious buy at MSRP because then just go straight up after release. But like, no one has any idea what liquidity is going to look like, and I think liquidity is the one thing people just don't think about because like in 3 years, if you want to sell it. And you have like, 10, 15, 20 of these PCTBs or even cases and cases worth, how easy is it going to be to actually sell them? Right. Because that's a whole different story than like seeing numbers go up on a screen. Look at start looking at the sell-through rates, I would say, as another year, 2 years go on, and make sure the sell-through rates stay high. If the sell-through rates start falling, that's where you start having an issue where booster boxes are always going to be liquid. So I'd say make it a part of your position, but not like a huge part or all of it.
Yeah.
You guys rip any packs yet? Jonah wants to know.
I don't know.
Nope, I haven't. Alex didn't even have a queue last time he opened Journey Together, so I couldn't even get in.
Dude, I opened it up like here and there, but like, I mean, dude, when I got that Jonathan order, I just didn't want people waiting for like hours and hours and like, asking me every hour, when am I up? It's like, so I felt like it was the best idea to shut down and wait till he was done.
I thought you had the little queue thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what happened to that?
I did, but people kept complaining about it, so I took it away.
What was wrong with it?
I don't know. They're like, oh, this looks like it's from the 90s or this and that, or, oh, you need to update it, this and that. And I'm just like, you know what, guys? How about
this is for you guys. What the fuck?
Yeah, I said, all right. If I'm going to get complained about it either way, I'd rather just, take the less effort route and get complained about for not having one. So that's why I stopped it.
No, packs are cool. I respect people that open packs. I can't open packs. I'll sell you sealed product all day, every day, but I can't open packs. I've opened packs that I bought personally for myself for years.
I haven't opened a pack in maybe probably like a year and a half, dude. The only packs I've ever gotten when I got back into the hobby was just Alex's pack breaks. And I still fucking have those cards. I still have those 2-year team of these that I have yet to grade. Because, I mean, that just shows you the types of people who are in this hobby. Like, there's people like Alex who are, business oriented, like they have their shit figured out to an extent, just like Ethan. And then there's just me, like I'm just here, not even thinking about it too seriously. We're just having fun along the way. Like I have I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And there's a lot of people like me, and that's what makes it fun.
I enjoy the business part of it. The business part of trading cards is a lot of fun. I've had a great time with it since then.
I want to. I just can't. It just, man.
What happened? Why you were getting into the bulk game? Why did that kind of go away?
So it's not that it went away, but I started being more strategic and I wanted to start putting some value behind my time, just because work is kind of picking up a little bit. Like there's still the whole 4 divider here with cards. But for a while, I think it was into that, like just Magic bulk wasn't, I guess, too profitable at that point. And then I started looking at like, oh, you know what? Maybe I could just hold these commander decks until they appreciate, then break them. And so that just happened like this month. So I need to break down that stuff, but I've just been lazy with it. I haven't really sat down and just said, you know what, we're gonna upload 6,000 cards and start the whole bulking, churning, and burning again. That's all it was. Just kind of looking for the opportune time to where it makes sense to start churning some of these cards. But I'm still buying. Like I'm still buying because you don't ever want to be the guy who misses out on a set because you try to be a set picker. Like I've been burned by that once, and that's one too many times. If you can afford it, do it. Doesn't have to be a lot, just enough to where you can be like, oh, I'm glad I bought that. Now that case paid for itself and a little bit more. Like all these gains that people like, they think they got to make 50, 60%. Like it's the little victories too, man. It's like the 15s, 20s. Like take what you can get, because 15, 20%, in a small position compared to like 20% in a big position, like it just, it's all relative. And I think people lose sight of that.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing.
I'm only keeping a small portion of my total allocation for Journey Together. All the rest of it, it's like I want to make that money back and a little bit more. It's like I'll take the gain on those and just keep the rest at a zero cost basis on me. So I mean that's all mine are out pretty much. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might actually sell like half of the case. That was another thing I was married to for the longest time, was thinking that I need to keep a sealed case of shit. Like if I'm only able to get one case right now, it's like who cares if you got to break it open and sell half, and now you have some. It doesn't look as sexy, don't get me wrong, but it is what it is. So that's another thing that I'm trying to employ, is just not like stick to a true cost basis of zero. See what you can do to churn out to reduce your cost basis to zero. So I'll probably sell half of the Journey Together case, probably half of the Destined Rivals case, even though I think Destined Rivals is going to be on par with like 151 in the future, as far as popularity, scarcity, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, Fernando. A sealed case of Evolving Skies is a lot sexier than just a box of
That's true. That's true. And I should have bought that box of Evolving Skies when it was you and Republic Bricks saying, "Oh, it's $850."
Oh, when we were doing
I remember that.
And then I sent you a message. I was like, "Hey, bro, what do you think about this?" Like, dude, you should get it. And then it was gone, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. What was it? Was it New Year's? We're like, oh yeah,
I think so. I think it was like New Year's.
We told like Republic Bricks, like, oh, if you buy one, I'll buy one, and he bought one, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'll buy the Evolving Skies box now.
I think the buy some. I think the hold some, keep some, sell some is always going to be your best bet.
That's what I do with all my Pokemon business. I mean, it's
always going to be your best bet. Like, because what are you going to do? Like, you're going to hold it all and then like, be nervous every day that it might fall, that it might not keep going up, or you're going to sell it all and be nervous every day that like it does keep going up. It's just like, you just take advantage of the, plays when you have them, and then put some away for long term, because over the long term, all this crazy stuff's not going to matter, right? Up, down, this price point, that price point, reprint, no reprint. It's not going to matter in 3-5 years. And so, I think take the money when it's there if you need it. And if you want to like have less risk in what you own, and put the rest away and don't worry about it. Move on. Stop looking at the charts. Like we said earlier, stop looking at the charts every day.
Dude, you think that's bad? Like some of you who have 401ks, looking at those charts all the time, holy crap! That'll make you shake in your boots, man. Some of those up and down movements aren't fun to look at. So it's like, you don't do that with that, right? Why do it with this? Treat it the same way.
Yeah. Dean Hashio, what are you guys' thoughts about Destined Rivals pre-orders releasing at 350 to 400 plus per booster box? We said it earlier. I personally think it's going to be $300 plus, if I for my guess. So that's what I'm saying.
What do I think about it? Like, is it like?
Is it gross? Yes.
I mean, the market commands what the market commands.
Yeah.
Like if that's what market is, that's what market is.
People need to realize. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm not buying at that price. It's just like, hey, that's just me personally. I'm just like, hey, it is what it is. Like
people need to realize we do it to ourselves. Stuff is only worth what someone's willing to pay. Well, one person might not be willing to pay that price. Other people are willing to pay it, and if that's the market, that if that's the demand that it fetches and the price that it fetches, that's just how it is. I mean, it's just how we are as consumers. People want what other people can't have. That's human nature. I mean, if I have a base first Charizard PSA 10, people are going to want it. I mean, is that obtainable for a lot of people? No, but people are going to want it. It's the idea of people want what other people can't have.
Yeah, I agree. And then there's like another comment by I'm Mod for Fun. I see this a lot with every set. Like every new set is going to be the most scarce and expensive ever released. Like you get numb to that shit pretty quick. And I think those are the type, and this is not poking fun at you by any means. I'm just making an observation, right? This is one of those things that numbs you up to it. And you're just like, so what if it's the most scarce and expensive? Like, I'm just going to treat it like every other set. I'm going to try to get it a good price. And if not, move on, me personally. I think that's kind of what feeds into the whole YouTube space where everybody's just talking about the same stuff. It's like, oh, it's the most hyped up. Like, yeah, what if we treat everyone like that? Does it mean anything? I don't know.
Pokemon Finance Guy, was there a specific Pokemon that drew you guys into the hobby, or is it purely to have another piece to sell in your business or have alternative asset?
What do you think, Alex?
I'm not even answering that question.
Why not?
I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of the stupid. And I'm not saying he's stupid. I'm just saying like the question of like, you guys don't even care about the hobby. You don't even care about the Pokemon. It's all of a freaking business. All about money. It's just like, dude, I'm just over it. I'm over it.
I can answer it pretty.
All right.
I mean, pretty honestly. I was there at the inception of the whole franchise, right? So I appreciate it in its entirety. I've always kept up with all the games. Me and my brother have a special thing. You know, we grew up with it. We love it. We enjoy it. We enjoy it for what it's worth. But as an adult, you bet your ass that I'm here for the money. That's how it is. And why did I pick this? Because it speaks to me. It's from my childhood. And so that's what kind of makes it fun for me. It's not fun all the time. Don't get me wrong. Just like any other business endeavor, anything that deals with money and being able to manage your finances, like that's not all fun and games, but that's why I'm here. But the main reason for me is absolutely money. And that's what makes it easier to sell some of this shit. Alex is about to pay his home off, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just like, God forbid something happens. But that's one of your goals that you've wanted for a long time, is to be able to pay off your house, right? And at the ripe age of 34, 35, most people spend their entire life trying to do that shit.
Yeah.
If you can see past that and just use Pokemon for just, hey, it's money, it is what it is. Like, absolutely, dude. I'm here for the money. I'm here for, I'm an adult with some shit going on,
Yeah. And Poke Finance Guy, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to take it out on you, brother. Yeah, I mean, of course, like, look, I've said it before. Your whole life, every single person in your life has probably told you the same phrase. Find something you love, find your passion, and find a way to make that into what you do for a living, right? That's what I did here. Like, I didn't like the jobs I've had. I've always loved Pokemon. I've always collected. I mean, not always, but I collected when I was a kid. I collected it back when I got back in the hobby in 2015. And throughout the course of the years, I found a way to make my passion, my hobby, into my career. And it's just like the minute you do that, everyone is like upset at you and thinks you're like evil because you now make money in a hobby. And now, like, what you do what you love, and you're actually able to support yourself doing it. And it's just like, it's one of the, like, I don't know, the worst takes I've seen in the hobby. All these people like get so mad at anyone who's making a profit on anything just because, you have it and they don't. It's just wild times.
Yeah, no, I kind of like Fernando. I got into Pokemon back when it first came out, but I would say for me, it's my business partner kind of reinvigorated me into it. We both do primarily Yu-Gi-Oh, but Pokemon is now becoming a large chunk of our business, both of our businesses. And so he got me into it. And ever since then, it's just been about scaling up with that. I mean, it's been nuts. I mean,
when I'm an old man, I would for sure tell people that an imaginary fire dragon and a turtle with water cannons help back and pay off my house.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too. Like, this is gonna sound so damn corny, but the people you meet along the way make this even more enjoyable.
Oh,
You know
sure.
what I mean?
Without question.
That's kind of the cool shit.
Dude, when we have our Patreon calls, man, like, dude, we stay up for, I mean, what, like 2 a.m. sometimes talking. Like, it's a great time. And it's just like, you know, that's what makes the hobby so fun. It's just like that. And that's why, like, all the stupid, like, YouTube comments and all these idiot trolls from, like, Reddit or Twitter who get upset about anything and everything, you know, it doesn't get to me because it's like there's so many people I've met in the hobby that make it so great. And, like, you know, these nameless, faceless people online that have nothing better to do. It's like, it's not as important.
But they feel important to be heard. And that's that.
But they're not even they're not even important enough, like, to even, you know, their name. They come in and their name's like, you know, whatever, hater 123, and like they don't even, like, they have screen names, they don't even have profile pictures. You have no clue who they even are.
Yeah.
So you're upset about a nameless, faceless person.
What's that question? Nostalgia. Ethan, can you do 30 seconds of Legend of the Blue Eyes anniversary set for investment? It appeals to me as a poor player. Honestly, LOB, really good set. It's 25th anniversary. There will only be a 25th anniversary. LOB is the face of the game, which is why I think compared to all the other sets, LOB is doing so well. I mean, Alex and I were talking about it the other night. Like, it was over $200. I had no clue it was over that until someone mentioned it. I'm like, what? There's no way. And I looked at it, I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy. Because I mean, Alex, I think, still has some, but you and I have some still.
I actually sold some nostalgia when that happened. I was able to get a few sales over 200, and then when it dropped back under, I just kept my listing up there like $200. But no, I didn't plan to sell them all. I was just trying to capitalize on some of those gains because it jumped up so fast.
Yeah, no, LOB is the face of the game of Yu-Gi-Oh. It will always be it. That's what we'll do.
LOB is not the only one that's up, by the way. They're all up. I mean, I guess depending on when you bought in, but like at release, you could get all those boxes for like, what do we think, Ethan? Like 50, 55 a box?
Oh yeah, you get some down into like, you get like PSV and like Ezreal down into the 40s, but some of them other ones you get into 50s. Yeah. 50s.
Yeah, I mean, I got all mine in the 50s. Like, and I don't have insider info on. I definitely didn't back then. I was just buying on the open market on TCG Player eBay. But yeah, I mean, like Magic Ruler, Metal Raiders, Invasion of Chaos, Pharaoh Servant. Those were all like $55 boxes, and they're all in like the $70 to $90 range now. So, you know, all of them, you're up a good 20 to 40%, 40 to 80%.
Yeah. Ethan, what's the best card you have behind you on that rack? The best cards are not on the rack. They're currently over here. It's a PSA 10 Gold Star Metagross. It's my second favorite ever Pokemon. I have that. It's probably that and my cases of Evolving Skies are my two biggest ones.
Why a Metagross?
So Tyranitar is my favorite Pokemon. I love Gen 2, Gen 3. Full disclosure, that's why. Tyranitar is my favorite Pokemon. I have a PSA 10 Shining First Tyranitar. But and I love that card. But for Gen 3, I don't know what it was, but like the pseudo legendaries, but like Metagross, I just thought it was such a badass Pokemon back in the day when I was younger. And so that's my favorite, or my second favorite. But in terms of like value, that is probably the highest, because I think that's like $8 or $9 for a PSA 10 at this point. So, but it's probably those, and like for like modernish, I would say anything Evolving Skies. So that's why I keep all my Evolving Skies. So
makes sense.
Yeah, it's I Gen 2, Gen 3. It's best two generations, in my opinion.
Yeah, I have an attachment to Gen 2, like hard. Like I grew up with those. Like I played those games probably the most over and over again. The new breeding mechanic, the introduction of shinies, like that was pretty cool for me. So like Neos is probably like my favorite gen.
Yeah.
I think my prized card is probably like the Neo Discovery Lugia.
That's cool.
Unlimited. Didn't get that in first edition, but yeah, it's back there. That I don't think I can ever sell. Like, talking about getting rid of everything. Like I would, I'd get rid of a lot of shit before I get rid of that Lugia, man.
Yeah, I love modern Yu-Gi-Oh, or not modern Yu-Gi-Oh, modern Pokemon in terms of like investing and all that, but I still love Gen 2, Gen 3. I still really like the vintage stuff. Like my personal collection, I would say, is more like, because I want to collect PSA 10s of all the Shinings, Crystals, and Gold Stars eventually. It's a long-term goal. I have a decent chunk of them already, but it's one of those. Those are like an additional thing. I mean, I primarily focus on sealed, but I still have a soft spot in my heart for the original. So
yeah, and even all those Yu-Gi-Oh cards that came out, like, dude, like I started thinking about you, like Pharaoh Servant, Invasion of Chaos. Like I have a first edition Buster Blader that I've kept for so many, like this whole time. I think I pulled it actually. So there are just some, and I think that goes back to like the show, just watching the show, watching the cards come out at the same time, actually playing it when the game wasn't so fucking hard. Those were fun times, man. I mean, the channel's called Nostalgianomics for a reason, man. Like, it hits you in the, like, if you could sell nostalgia in a bottle, you'd be the richest man alive.
Yeah, with Black and White getting a homage set like 151 did, what is the next generation you want to see get a similar set and why? Ethan, I think you've hinted at already. Oh, Gen 2, Gen 3. If there is a Gen 2 151-esque set, oh my God, I think people would actually lose their minds.
If they made a 252, if they made like a 252, I would degen so hard.
Oh, it'd be bad. It'd be over.
And like I just finished saying that, it's all money first to me. Like, that would hit me so hard in the degenerate bone.
Like 151 would be cool, but I think if they were to do like a Gen 2 151 set, I think that'd be game over. It'd be such a hit out of the park, honestly. I think Gen 2. I think a lot of people just love Gen 2. I mean, it's
sure. For sure, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up. What do we even shout out for you guys?
Nothing, man.
Dude, you want to like shout out? Well, here, Ethan, you can shout out. Like, how do people like buy from you? What's your store? Okay. What's your TCG player? What do we shout out?
All right, so for those of you that are interested in Yu-Gi-Oh, even Pokemon, I put up pre-sales for all modern products. I have a pre-sale account with TCG Player, so you can search me at Celestial TCG on TCG Player. There's a lot of people I put up Journey together for I think like 1,000 or 1,100 a case, just because I thought that was a really good price. It got sold out. I always honor my pre-sales. You will never see me cancel and try and resell for higher. The price I post is the price. It's whatever. If you buy it, you're gonna get it. That's just how I am as a person. So I usually put every set up for pre-sale for Yu-Gi-Oh, and then for Pokemon, depending on what my allocations are from distro. You can find me there. You can also find me on Instagram at Celestial_TCG. I don't post on there a lot. I've been wanting to post more on there. Usually on that, you'll see more like cool collectible goodies that I have. I've been putting up a lot of like my gold stars, crystals, shinings on there. Might put up some more products and all that. I'm trying to get more advertising and more like social media done. But that's the main things for me. Yeah, I would say TCG Player on there would be the best one. There's other people that I could recommend for like eBay and like other platforms in terms of like if you want to buy and get the best deals.
Throw them out.
Oh, all right, sure. If I'm out on TCG Player, highly recommend Sassy TCG or Sassy Auto. Some of you might know him on eBay. A lot of you don't know that is actually my business partner. Him and I have been working together for going on 5 to 8 years. So he's one of the largest Yu-Gi-Oh sellers on eBay, or the largest Yu-Gi-Oh seller on eBay. And then he does quite a large stock and inventory of Pokemon as well in terms of sealed product.
And one day we'll have him on the channel.
Hopefully one day. I've been trying to. He's been really busy getting a potential storefront and other things done. But I would definitely go and show him some love. If I don't have anything, he will definitely have it. He always has really good fair prices. You're always going to get it. He's never going to cancel or anything like that too. So
cool. Fernando, what we got, man?
And then me, man. I think most of you know by now that I am also the same Fernando in the Nostalgianomics regular Discord. If you want to talk about,
I told him that.
Why not? They should know by now. It doesn't matter. I'll just quit that job if they start giving me shit. If you want to reach out to me for anything like Magic, or if you want to shoot the shit for Magic or Pokemon, just let me know. I also have a store. I don't have a channel or anything like that yet. I've been wanting to do that for a while. On TCG Player, you can find my store, Future Sight Games LLC, maybe. Somebody had the name, so I had to be creative at the last second. And I sell primarily Magic on there if you want Magic singles and stuff. If you, like I said, if you want to shoot the shit with Magic, I'll let you know my thoughts, and we can talk EV numbers, and we can talk all that Mox Alpha jazz. I do a lot of that stuff too. But yeah, like as far as socials, don't really have too many right now. Not that like that pertain to this. So if you need to reach out to me or feel like reaching out to me for whatever reason, just hop in the Discord, in Alex's channel, find me. I'm the long-haired little logo with the delete on it. People really like that. So yeah, they do. Like everybody asks, like, dude, I love that logo. It's awesome. I'm like, yeah, all right.
No way. The Fernando.
The Fernando. And if you act up inside the regular Nostalgianomics Discord, you might feel his wrath in the main chat.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'll ban your ass pretty quick. Like, just so many slurs are in that Discord sometimes. It's not cool. Yeah, it's not cool to do that. Be mindful of others, respect everybody else. Everybody's trying to have fun, but damn, some of you take it too far.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed the Hangout stream, man. Taking a break from all the craziness on Friday stream. So hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back here for more of these in the Fridays to come. Maybe we'll start the CIS podcast every set Friday from now on. So we'll see what we come up with. But all right, have a great night, everybody. Tomorrow night is the random pack breaks for the PSA 10 slabs. We got some crazy ones, like some Charizard VMAX Rainbow from Champions Path. We got Iron Crown. We got some, we got some big boy stuff. Gold Arceus. So make sure you guys show up to that. It'll be 5 p.m. Central Time tomorrow if you guys do want to watch some pack break content. Other than that, that is all we got today, guys. We are out.
Team Guppy gang.
Guppy gang.